Hey everyone, I'm Tammy Salamone, the Pink Survivor. So today I wanted to take you through a stretching routine. Also, this is specific for after a mastectomy, but anybody can do this. It's so great. It's going to be an upper body little stretching routine that anyone can do, but it's also very safe for anyone to start. Recommended is that you wait about 2 weeks to start any of these stretches, and I'll talk more about that too as we get started. So what we're first going to start with is a shoulder shrug and some shoulder circles. So they just look like this. You're just, standing there and you just kind of shrug your shoulders up and then back down, up and back down. Got it? And I'd say do 5 to 10 if you're just starting out. You just got your medical clearance. It's probably been about 2 or 3 weeks after your surgery. Everyone's different, depends. It was about 2 weeks before I started to do anything like this because you have drains, which I know you guys know what I'm talking about if you've had a mastectomy, and they are awful. And then also with the shrugs, the next thing is, those little shoulder circles, just slow and controlled. You can do them forward, do it forward, and you can also reverse it, doing on the back. So remember, these are really good to start with. My arms are still by my side, I'm not extending or doing anything crazy because with the drains and all that stuff, you have to be pretty careful. With our range of motion, it's definitely compromised at this point. So we're just trying to kind of work that and get it back. And these are just so great for anybody to do, especially after your surgery. Okay. So we got the shrugs, remember, and the circles. And next, what you're going to do is move into a bent arm to shoulders is what it's called. So it looks like this. I can have my arms, kind of gently coming out. Now, you got to be careful how far you can actually lift your arms up here, right? And then I'm slowly bringing my fingers towards my shoulder and then back out. Okay, so this is one here. We'll do a few of these. Also, I could do the same thing, but my arms are, it's a little closer to my side, which might be better. I'll turn to the side too. So my hands are here, and then they're coming up, touching my shoulders. So same thing, maybe start with this. See how this feels? And if you feel like, oh, this is no problem at all, then maybe you kind of come out to the side here, do the same thing. Okay, we'll do a few more here. Some of these here. A few more. Good. Next is going to be your hands reaching towards your back. So what you're going to do is first start with kind of like, it looks like you're like a rag doll, right? Kind of. And then I'm going to turn so you can see, and I'm going to slowly try my best to reach my hands together. Just do the best that you can do. This is going to be opening up your chest. This is really good, so you can see that here. So you just go as far as you can go, grab your hands, whatever you can do. And if you can't, maybe you'll start here and you'll only get to the sides of your waist. Great. Every day, you'll probably make a little bit more progress, get a little bit farther. So that is the next one. And then, let's see, we've got, winging it, which I really liked. And I kind of actually did these probably more in bed. Okay, good. So what you're going to do is, the best you can, remember, you're going to lift your arms up. I'm going to put my hands, behind my head, grafting my fingers, interlacing my fingers together. And then, so maybe you're here, right? Maybe you start like this. You're going to slowly try and make progress until you can actually open up, really opening up your chest and opening up your arms and your elbows out to the sides. So I actually, after a couple weeks, once my drains were out, I started to do these in bed, and the next one too. So you can do the standing, of course, but then you can also do it in bed. Just really, even if you can only do the one arm, start with this, where maybe, and then maybe go to the other one. If you had lymph nodes removed from the one arm, then maybe, you're more restricted on that one side. Start with what you can do. Go as far as you can, go. And then the last one that I did was an arm lift. And you can do this standing, or also I did it in bed, because sometimes I would just be there resting, and it's just so strange not to be able to, have that range of motion that you're used to. So slowly, what you want to do is, if you're standing, whatever, you can do one arm at a time if you want. Actually, I have one more after this too, I want to show you. And you're going to be lifting them up. So if I'm laying down in bed, I just would take one of my arms, and I slowly try to make it so that I could finally, reach the behind me like that. And I want you guys just to take your time, go as far as you can go until you eventually reach that full range of motion again. And oh, what a good feeling that is. So that was a great one. So you can go ahead and you can do the 2 arms if you're able to. Go ahead and do 5 to 10 of these. Or if you can only do the 1 arm at a time, go ahead and do 1 arm at a time, and switch. Do whatever you can do. This is going to feel so good to be able to open everything up again. And I know how difficult this is. And I know how bad you're feeling emotionally and physically. And please reach out to me if I can help you with anything. So the last one is going to be a wall climb, which I think you guys have seen before. Also, this is good if you've had like a shoulder surgery or something. But this is a great way, and I did this often too, and I'm gonna try and bring the camera a little closer here. Okay, so the last exercise is called the wall climb. So hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So my body is, fairly close to the wall, and I've got my arm and in that 90-degree angle. And what you're going to do is just slowly, I hope you can see, climb my fingertips up the wall. And I would kind of like pick a spot. Okay, I got to this point today. So maybe for a couple days, that's as far as I could go, because you start feeling some pulling, or you don't want to feel any pain. And then I would climb a little higher. So you can just kind of know maybe how far you got, whichever wall you're using, kind of remember, and then just say my goal is I'm gonna keep climbing until you reach that full range of motion. So this is a great one to do as well, especially once you've got your medical clearance, and you'll just take your progress slowly and work your way up the wall. All right, thanks so much for joining me. Take care of yourselves, rest, and I'll see you soon.